Our next session is on the theme Empowering State Level Programs with Geospatial Technologies. As a federated country, the collective economic growth of states is essential for the country to achieve its financial and social milestones. Our states hold responsibilities for numerous functions across sectors like water, local governance, land management, and more. The need of the hour is to transform the planning, implementation, and monitoring of governance in Indian states. This session will focus on the potential of geospatial technologies for states and the strategies for deploying and maintaining them. May I please invite our first speaker of the session, Shri Akhilesh Srivastava, IT Advisor to Government of Uttarakhand, who will be joining us virtually. Mr. Srivastava is a global technology leader and has successfully led many e-governance projects like FASTag, e-tendering platform, e-measuring book, Sukhad Yatra app, geofencing of national highways, and AI-powered NHAI data lake. Mr. Srivastava is currently leading the World Economic Forum's initiative Road Safety 2.0 in India. Over to you, Mr. Srivastava.
Thank you very much. And my congratulations to Geospatial Forum for organizing this wonderful summit. And it's always learning to be a part of this summit. And AGI has been known for these initiatives. The understanding, the learning made over here is tremendous. Unfortunately, my apologies for not coming in person because right now I am in Geneva. But I will be talking over the VC. That's the technology has provided and access to us. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I will be, since I'm attending from a remote, I'll be just talking over the points, what we have been doing, what are the GIS applications basically. So I will talk more about the applications of GIS, what we are doing, and especially I will focus on GIS application in Uttarakhand, where I am IT advisor to the government of Uttarakhand. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, GIS is actually you all know is a technology which is transforming the the world, the way we perceive the things now. That's changing. The earlier that time of looking at the graphs or looking at the tables, that gives a certain knowledge of the understanding about the points which you are talking. But the moment you link it with a location or with a GIS, the understanding increases many folds. And that's the actually helpful for any decision maker to make the policies, to implement it, and to monitor or track the how things are actually being implemented on ground. So on considering these things, what we there are multiple use of GIS which I had thought for, and we are doing gradually also. Very recently, one very good use of GIS has been in Uttarakhand, is regarding the one e-district, or you can say citizen-centric service portal we have launched. That's called Apuni Sarkar, where 75 services, essential services are automated. It's fully automated online. Any citizen can just log in. They get their own customized dashboard, and they can view, they can log for the service which they request from the drop-down list. The moment he submits the details, it goes to the next person who is supposed to take action on this, and then the entire chain till the time it takes the approval is given. And this is entirely, he can even monitor where it is pending and at whose table it is there for how many time. And not only this, so there's the normal thing is happening, and the players, so yeah, for next time we want to apply for another application, the citizen is not going to fill the complete form, because 80% of the form is already input are taken from the one form which he has filled. The rest are just addition over that. The few, for example, you want to take a character certificate, he has filled 18 points, 2 more points he may require for asking for similar electricity connection or something like that service which he requires. So these are central dashboard were available. Now what we did, application of GIS over here, we tried to map every taluka, tehsil, SDM offices on a GIS map, and this is in fact plotted on that. A layer has been created of the officers, of the administrative districts, administrative boundaries. Now, looking at this, the secretariat, they call it Sachivalaya, and which is monitored by even Chief Minister Uttarakhand and the Chief Secretary, they understand immediately which district is, or the which taluka is taking action on the application or no. This this is with a just color coded. They are not looking into how many applications are pending. For example, if applications are, for example, in the totality around 14,000 applications are disposed every day. This is one of the highest in the country as of now, considering a small state of Uttarakhand and the population ratio. 20,000 applications are logged, and around 14,000 are disposed daily out of that. So the pendency level has also come down. But what GIS application helps is, if applications are being disposed within time or less, then that area is marked. If it is an area of concern to the administrative officers, district magistrate or the secretary, that they can just only look at the darker areas or the different color code which is on a GIS map in their dashboard, and that's enough. They can simply pick a call why so many are pending was the reason, and the corrective action can be taken. Another and that has in fact liked by almost everyone, even the citizens also. Second thing, a very good application which we are trying to do is in the mining. The mining is again the area which needs a lot of improvement, and I mean, the leakages or the things are over mining. The plenty of issues are there. To club all these things, we are again now creating a GIS layered platform where the entire mine site from end, it's basically end to end from the starting when the mine is auctioned for a certain period of time. The initial GIS layer is created. It is put into the cloud, and as and when the mining activity takes place, what we are doing, we are making a drone survey at every week or every fortnight, depending on the site and depending on the material required, or it can be monthly also. And then again a topography is plotted, and we are calculating what is the tentative volumetric mining has been done. And mostly in Uttarakhand, it's sand mines, or the riverbed material, the boulders and all. So it, with the fair accuracy, tells you how much mining as per these two survey GIS layers and the this volumetric assessment. We are trying to find it out, and now you match it with the another portal we created. There is e-Ravana, where the mining things once mined, they are transported to the crushers or to sell to the market. So the entire flow is captured using RFID, CCT. I'm not going to much detail on those things. Everything, and then there is a portal through which only the sand or the riverbed material can be purchased. So this entire ecosystem is firstly digitized. It's based on a GIS good survey map. It's based on, you can say, different layers of GIS has been prepared. So this has helped to, in fact, revolutionize the it's going to revolutionize the mining in the state like Uttarakhand, where it's open mine areas are there. It's not a coal mine or a restricted mine where there's but one point entry exit is there. It's a riverbed. That's the second application where we are working. Third application is another very useful application of GIS, which we are promoting, is related to the, you can say, the health services. And here, we very recently launched a pilot where the medical colleges have been put on a single blockchain based platform. And again, different layers of GIS, what are the diseases are there, what the population of the area, the cadastral map, the district boundaries. And very surprisingly, while doing in the pilot itself, we started finding many issues which could have not been brought out, or if somebody reports only, it comes to the knowledge. But by this GIS mapping, we can say this is the area suddenly why a lot of medical issues are, why the testing is rising, why a lot of people are feeling ill into this particular area, and a proper intervention can be done. Fourth, very important thing, again, is the GIS, which we are trying to use in Uttarakhand, is disaster management. It's a hilly area, landslide prone area. If continuously rains, especially during the monsoon season, it's very common. Many roads are often found blocked or closed. Here again, we are trying to mitigate the disaster firstly. Then if it also takes place, then how to very quickly clear the debris and open the road. So in disaster management, the different layers are very, very helpful. We identify, because without help of GIS, what happens in disaster, the inflow of information is huge. We start getting n number of informations. It's almost everybody is calling, here is the road, this is the information. But if all these informations are plotted on a GIS map, that gives a very good picture to the rescue authorities or the people. They come to know this service is available within this vicinity, and that why can't this can be utilized, and these people are approaching, or these things can also be tapped. So I'm sure, I mean, the work has started very soon, before maybe before this monsoon. In some of the areas, we'll in disaster management, we will be using this GIS very I mean, aggressively, which are the most prone disaster prone area. And these are certain use cases which I just wanted to discuss. But then so there are a few challenges also we face is with respect to the data. I mean, how we are going to get the more and more and accurate data. For example, in smart city Dehradun, we try to link the electricity bill or the water bill along with the house numbers and all, and once it is paid, you link to the platform, you come to know these only red mark houses has to be tapped by the administrative authorities or the electricity board. Rest people has paid. But then this demarcation of boundaries and then quick updation of these things, this becomes a little challenging. I'm sure some solution, you guys experts sitting over, you will find how this can be. Can a crowdsourcing of the data be a good source to keep on updating, like Google Maps and all these people do? I mean, something has to be done where your vital data which are required for effective administration, these can be quickly updated, or it can be regularly updated in a real-time basis or continuous basis. Because periodically taking data, feeding into the system, and then running the show, it's a little challenge. But if it is something like crowdsource or some methodology can be found, it will be actually very interesting and good. And third thing, second challenge which I face is the availability of very skilled people into the GIS, this field. In a state, of course, like Uttarakhand, I will be talking. There we found the people, but when we actually go to the disaster-prone areas which are slightly remote, the availability of skilled manpower who are expert, who can create different layers, they can interpret outcome of this. That's again another challenge which we are facing. And I do not know about rest of the country scenario or the statistics. I don't have about it. What is the skill set of the GIS engineers or the experts available? And is it enough? Because the way the things are increasing in this field, this is going to be probably you after some time soon you find that these graphs or the PPTs are gone. Now it's all GIS, you giving the real picture and the correct thing linked with the location. So that's all I just wanted to discuss over here, and I'm very thankful to the people listening me and remotely. I'm again thankful to the organizers. Thank you very much, Mega. You can take it over further. Or any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm available for another 5-7 minutes, please.
So I guess there are no questions. Thank you for the wonderful insights you shared with us, Mr. Srivastav.